big news when it comes to Representative Liz Cheney, who loses her primary in Wyoming to a Trump, yes, you heard it, former President Donald Trump-backed challenger. And this is Representative Liz Cheney, who was a one-time House GOP leader. And she's also the daughter of the former Vice President Dick Cheney. And yesterday, she was ousted in the Republican primaries on last night, and that's her speech, her concession speech that she gives. Well, essentially what happened there is that Donald Trump had backed another candidate. And this made headlines as Cheney has been very outspoken against the former president when it comes to many things. And she also sits on the January 6th committee for what took place for the Capitol riots. Now, what it showed was 80% of the vote counted was before midnight last night, and the winner, Hageman, was leading Cheney for more than 32 points. And it came to a point where, it was put out and she lost the primaries. And to that, well, Trump took a chance to make sure that he puts out a statement and congratulating the winner and saying that, he had backed him. And this is very interesting because we are looking at a presidential election in about 2 years. There's a lot of discussion about Donald Trump running again for the Republicans as their candidate. And it shows he's got a very strong support when it comes to the state's backers in the Republican Party, as well as when it comes to Republican voters. Now, Cheney did put out a statement saying that the primary election is over, and she did thank her supporters for coming out for her, and even some Democrats had actually voted for her, and some independents to get her back on, but that was not possible. And to that, well, Trump made a big congratulations to the winner, Hageman, and he put out on a statement saying that this is a wonderful result for America and a complete rebuke of the unselect committee of political hacks and thugs. And he wrote that about Liz Cheney, who's also in the House committee investigating the January 6th Capitol trial. Now take a look of Hageman's speech after she wins the primaries.
Today, Wyoming has spoken. Wyoming has spoken on behalf of everyone all across this great country who believes in the American dream, who believes in liberty, and who recognizes that our natural rights, the freedom of speech, freedom of religion, equal protection, and due process come from God. They do not come from government. And the government cannot take them away. Wyoming has spoken on behalf of everyone who understands that our government is a government of, by, and for the people. And that we can and do control the levers of power when we engage, when we participate, and when we hold our elected officials accountable for their actions. Wyoming has spoken on behalf of everyone who is concerned that the game is becoming more and more rigged against them. And what Wyoming has shown today is that while it may not be easy, we can dislodge entrenched politicians who believe they've risen above the people they are supposed to represent and serve. Yes, Wyoming has spoken, and we have made it clear.
There you have it. That's Harriet Hageman, who won the primaries. And when it comes to Liz Cheney, well, she is the final Republican that has now been put aside when it comes to who went against Donald Trump. This is at a time where she was a challenger to Trump and who voted to impeach him, although she's a Republican as well. And out of the challengers to Donald Trump, well, 4 of the 10 opted to retire, and 3 have already lost primaries, and 2 survived primaries, and this was Liz Cheney. And if you recall, on January 2021, she voted to impeach Trump, which alienated more of the Republicans, and therefore, and she also stepped up to lead the investigation for the January 6th committee that has been taking place, and where, the vice, as in her platform as vice chair, she's accused Donald Trump of illegal and unconstitutional efforts to overturn the results of the 2020 election, which resulted in the attacks on the Capitol. And there you have it. And when it comes to the primaries, the midterms. The midterms are in November. It's actually held on November 8th in the United States, and we've been talking about it, where all the representative seats, all over 300 of them, are on the ballot, as well as 35 of the 100 Senate seats are up for grabs.